What's up, Aquarius? This is going to be a love forecast for the second half of April. This is for my Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out my channel. If you're new here, I do put this out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me, so if you want to explore your options, I put a link to my affiliate, Mystic Sense, in the description box as well, which is a great company that will give you access to lots of amazing psychics and readers at any given time, located all over the world. And if you go through the link I provided, they'll give you your first 5-minute reading free. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. So Aquarius, wow, Tower. Okay, shake-ups and upheaval. I'm going to do a reading for you, Aquarius, on person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the second half of April. Bearing in mind that outcomes can do and will shift for you depending on your state. Everything on the outside is a reflection of state, who you are identifying as, which version of you you're embodying out of infinite versions, and the version of said specific person that you have selected out of infinite versions, and infinite versions of the connection that you're selecting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go and look into the law of assumption. Your state is then dictating your thoughts, your actions, your inactions, your reactions, your assumptions, and things are playing out on a current timeline according to that, and you can shift and change anything you like. Okay, so let's take a look at the person on Aquarius's mind. How do they feel about Aquarius as we move through the second half of April? How does the person on Aquarius's mind feel? They feel yeah, 8 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So Aquarius, some of you, this person feels like you've disconnected, turned your back, or they feel like you're leaving them behind. Devil card's in the reverse. I'll take the Empress card in the upright. The 4 of Pentacles is in the reverse. 3 of Cups, Death card, the Fool, which is you, Aquarius. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, there's a wanting to like release some kind of toxicity between the two of you. A lot of desire and attraction. Potentially, though, there's either there's toxic third parties in the mix that need to be closed out or ended, or there's temptations in that department. Guys, don't take any information that you know is your story. I just have to point out, like, 3 of Cups could also be partying, addictions, drinking, that kind of a thing. Doesn't always have to be about sex. But Devil card, someone's trying to cut out like some toxic patterns. Either they feel that way about you, Aquarius, that you need to do that, or they're aware that that's something they need to release and let go of, an old pattern, or unhealthy friends, or addictions, or, you know, toxic cycles that need to be released, you know, or it's mutual. And I'm going to look at your side of the street, Aquarius, but we've got the Empress card here. So I feel like this person sees potential to grow this and to nurture this. Children could be in the mix. This is the wife and the mother. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation where there's a toxic third party in the mix, right? Whether that's a friend or an actual, like an ex or something like that. Someone needs to be released, cut away. For those of you where the third party is the issue, this person with the Fool card, it's like, can we leap onto a new cycle, or is this going to be, you know, closed out? Like, because Death card, I mean, there's potential here to transform things, and the way that the cards look is it's sort of like, you know, can we transform things and end what's been toxic, or are we just cutting ties and ending it? I mean, they still see opportunity with you, Aquarius. Page of Pentacles. There's definitely observation energy, Page of Swords. There's a lot of watching and analysis. 4 of Pentacles in reverse can be jealousy issues, so this could be playing into it, and insecurities. Devil card can also be fears. So 3 of Cups, Devil, 4 of Pentacles. It could be that there is a lot of insecurity around third-party energy. It may not even be founded, guys. I will get the oracles to see what's going on, but Also, guys, and I say this in all my readings, because I'm not a straight reader and I incorporate the law of assumption, this is really just like a version of the connection, and even the circumstances don't really matter. So if you want to go away and select a new version, this is just the reading into what's going on right now. So even if there are third parties or there's toxic patterns, etc., now it's your choice. You don't need to entertain shitty versions of connections, but you can select new version. It's still just a version, it's you pushed out, it's what you're selecting unknowingly often, because you might have some beliefs about self and assumptions about said specific person or love or whatever, and it will make sense. Go and look at the coaches like Sammy Ingram manifesting with Kimberly, Dylan James, Kim Velez. Circumstances don't matter. Anyway, guys, that's a segue, but the Fool card, there's also something maybe about foolish behavior or something, or fears and insecurities playing into this, where like there's a lot of maybe holding back on one another, and the Fool card can be like risky behavior. So for some of you, that's what's playing into it. The Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers card. Okay, so Aquarius, how does this person feel about you? They do feel a very strong bond, a strong soul contract, but like I said, there's been toxicity. That maybe this person's working also on releasing their fears, or they're hoping on that, and toxic patterns. And like I said, maybe they're hoping that that's the way they're seeing it with you. So there could be this wanting to do that. Knight of Pentacles is about working on a goal. As far as commitments, you know, this could be like that very slow and steady mover. I mean, I've got Queen of Wands here. There's attraction, desire. But Lovers card, guys, can be about choices. So there could be either fears or insecurities around outside energies meddling and not feeling chosen, or feeling indecisive about this because it feels risky because there's some element of fear or toxicity going on. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, this is about reciprocity, equal give and take. It also can be codependency. Some of you, there's a codependent ex in the mix, and this is financial. Like children are playing into this, Aquarius, or otherwise this is just about like trying to establish reciprocity and get on the same page. And this person seems to want to take things in a new direction. Page of Wands and Two of Cups is that soul connection for the relationship, for a relationship. But Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. So there's also this feeling of, are we on the same page? Is there cooperation? For those of you where addictions are at play, Three of Pentacles can represent getting like support and help. And so that's a very small portion of you where that story is yours. And it looks like that needs to be done, right? Like, and maybe, you know, there's a feeling like someone needs to do that to release like what's toxic, if we're talking about like drinking or drugging or partying or something. But Three of Pentacles, working together, cooperation right now. How does this person feel? Like there seems to be lack of cooperation, or a willingness to cooperate. Justice card for balance. And then there's a burden here. Like for some of you, as I said, it could be that there's exes in the mix here that are holding on or that are toxic, and that's like legal matters, children, money. Divorce is playing into it, that kind of a thing. Or for others of you, you know, this is just like whatever's weighing on the connection. There's a sense of like things need to be balanced out. And also Justice card is like karmic cycles. As I said, that there's the Wheel of Fortune. Now, guys, I treat karma as something so different to like maybe what the traditional readers do, because again, as I've said to you, Aquarius, I'm only reading this for context. I'm going to get your side of the story. If you want this different, you don't need to now wait for this person to change or throttle the mirror. And sorry guys, some of you are going to say in the comments, they're this and that and they're a narc or whatever. Fine. I'm not encouraging victim consciousness on my channel. So in the end of the day, and I'm not victim shaming either, but I'm saying if there's the part of you that loves and wants this person and wants it to be different and wants things to change, you absolutely can have this change. But not by sitting and waiting and getting frustrated at them. And you'll understand what I mean when you look into the law and the coaches. But this is cycles, and it could be karmic. And so essentially we're selecting version of a person that keeps going round in a certain way and keeps reflecting back maybe something, a version, like certain beliefs that you might have that you need to shift so that you can operate from that new version and make new assumptions, and the mirror has to conform for you. But anyway, the Wheel of Fortune, there's something faded and strong in this connection. Lover's card, Justice card, Wheel of Fortune, but then there's all these burdens and things weighing on the connection. High Priestess. High Priestess is intuition as well. It's an intuitive bond you have with this person, but there's also maybe this secrets that are kept from one another. I don't know, let me have a look. That's Pisces energy. Pisces, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra again, Gemini, and there you are, Aquarius with the Fool. The Emperor card. I mean, these are a lot of major arcana, strong cards. And we have Emperor and Empress, so this could be like a very strong soul connection. It also could be, you know, a situation that involves children, as I said, or it could be a situation where there's an element of secrecy because there's outside stuff that's either being, you know, like unhealthy third party energy, someone, you know, hiding things, or it could be a multi-party situation. Guys, only for some of you, please don't take it if it's not yours. Either way, I'm seeing a strong intuitive bond, but I'm also seeing a lot of, you know, maybe some toxic patterns that need to be worked through, okay? Worked through, and then that would create cooperation. Yeah. I mean, Emperor and Empress. Queen of Wands can be also, you know, that can be the other person. For some of you, that's what's going on. It's some kind of a triangle, or it can be a meddler, and that could be a toxic friendship or something like that, or an ex, guys. So take it as you will. Let me have a look at your side of the street, Aquarius. How does Aquarius feel? Wow, King of Wands, just like I was talking about Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. So there's a needing to walk away from what's not serving. So whether it's this connection or other things, right? How do you feel about this person? Hanged Man, a bit stuck. King of Pentacles, but in the reverse. There's questions around like loyalty or stability. Aquarius, how do you feel about this person? Knight of Wands, passion, but yeah, I mean, we've got the Magician card, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords. For some of you, Aquarius, there's like a wanting to close out an old cycle where there's a feeling of betrayal or pain between you and this person. It's like you're manifesting it, but there's been a lot of waiting. Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, maybe waiting for things to change, or maybe you're trying to get closure on this, or I don't know, let me get a bit more. Sorry, Aquarius, if I'm jumping around, it's a bit confusing. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun card in the reverse. Something's led to a lack of joy. Five of Swords, like you've had tension or conflict with this person, or difficulty seeing eye to eye on the direction forward. Three of Wands, the future. And the Sun card in the reverse, maybe, you know, this person was making you happy, but you don't feel happy right now. Nine of Pentacles is like a self-focus energy. Maybe you want to focus on self. You're not sure if you want to continue forward. I mean, Strength card, Six of Wands, it's a test of strength. You know, there could be ego battles going on here. And Six of Wands, though you still want success. So you see how it's like a little bit half-half. It seems like there's trouble getting on the same page. Here we've got Empress again. And then we've got King of Wands. So there's a King and a Queen of Wands. For some of you, yes, there's some kind of an outside energy that's testing the strength of this connection. And for others of you, like, yes, there's a mutual attraction here, but there needs to be some kind of a level of getting over these, like, whatever's testing the strength, like the conflict, the tension between the two of you. Can be communication issues, could be something that's like toxic patterns, King of Swords and the Ten of Cups. I mean, a need for like honesty, honest, truthful communication, King of Swords, about the future, Ten of Cups is about happiness and like the happily ever after, and you've both got Death card. So something needs to be closed out or transformed to have that happily ever after, and it's really testing your strength. And then you've got Ace of Wands, which is about passion and chemistry. And then Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, have to take it. So they've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You've got the Three of Pentacles in the upright with the Five of Cups. So there's been like all this loss, and there's a wanting to like get cooperation and get on the same page. They've got a Two of Cups, Aquarius, for how they feel about you, and you've got Five of Cups with the Two of Cups there. So now, if I'm going to give you the advice that I think is empowering, Aquarius, versus victim consciousness and disempowering, for those of you that want this to change, there's an element of needing to let go of the spilt cups if there's regrets between you and this person, or certain behaviors or things that haven't gone right. There's also or both. Like, you could have had past experiences and losses, and so this is what's happened. Like, you've selected a version of a connection that's reaffirming something about like love, and you know, if you have old wounds like a betrayal wound or toxic cycles, you know, there's a need to sort of release that. Now again, release this person or don't release this person, Aquarius, I don't care. Or transform, select new version of self that doesn't have spilt cups like from the past that are now like being shown again and again, like wounds that keep showing up. Because Strength card is our ego, right? I'm not giving you shit, but like there could be triggers here, there could be old pain that's being triggered. And yes, Aquarius, it could be that there's things that are popping up now. The mirror is going to morph into the monster, and even events are going to take place according to our assumptions. If you had old pain and old disappointment in the past, you know, this is why we can keep re-experiencing. We get triggered, and then we make assumptions, and then we also can select version of person that is the mirror to our beliefs about self and about love. And I don't know, Aquarius, sorry. Look, because it's just very karmic, like Wheel of Fortune, all these cards. So there's a need to let go. And if you want to manifest this differently, Aquarius, there's also going to be a need not to stay anchored into old version of connection, old version of self, who you're identifying as, and then make new assumption about person, because they must shift and conform. You don't need to entertain shitty version of person, but you also can let go of old story and affirm. If you want to manifest them, you can affirm them differently and allow them to conform, because there is a version of them that's different. So go and look at the coaches online that I've mentioned. What is this person's intentions? See, there's something like beyond limit, envy, hater, jealousy. There's something about like real challenges going on here, whether it's temptations like irresponsibility with money, then there's jealousy, envy, and I think I mentioned that, like there could be some either jealous third parties that are playing into this, or jealousy issues that are affecting you guys. And then it says reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together. What did I say? Resolving issues. So this person with the Justice card, there's a wanting to resolve things in chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Oh gosh. Okay. Then we have runner, chaser, twin flame. Okay, we're not going to go down that whole route. You do have a strong soul contract with this person, regardless of labels. It also doesn't matter, guys, because if you go down that route, you're going to go into the whole waiting, you're healing, they're healing, you're waiting for them to heal, and you're on this sort of divine timing path. Guys, I don't really buy into that. So yes, I believe in twin flame, strong soul contracts. The truth of the matter is no one to change but self. And you wouldn't have this, you won't have runner, chase, survive, etc. when you just select new version of you that already exists, that doesn't have certain beliefs that are being reinforced through this interaction all the time. And it will make sense when you look at the law. There's just chaos. Something's crumbling. This says job loss. I mean, this looks like some real toxic patterns that are playing into this situation. Upheaval, things are crumbling. Unfinished business though, reconciliation, forgiveness, message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings, soul contract. So yes, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, contemplation, unsure, stalking, hanging up, unknown numbers, spiritual attack. Some of you, there's like third party energy in here that's really meddling in this situation, causing suspicion. It says spiritual attack. Nothing has any power over you unless you believe, guys. So again, circumstances don't matter. If you're feeling like this is a situation where there's outside energies, you can, so you can manifest away third parties and all of that. It's not really important, but this is very complicated, this situation. There's also facing demons. So I told you there's some toxic stuff going on that needs to be dealt with on this current timeline with this version of events and this version of connection. Then we've got stubborn, inflexible. Well, there's also maybe a bit of a stubborn energy, not wanting to cooperate or get on the same page. Now, Aquarius, you can affirm anything about a person if you want them to show up and then they are cooperating or they are healing, they are the healed version. You can call me wacky or whatever, guys. I don't care, because this is the type of reader that I am. Go and look into the law of assumption. But if you stay anchored into old story, even the communication, the reconnect, you're going to be like, I knew that they weren't going to change. I knew that they're stubborn. Oh, they're still toxic. This is how it is. So it'll make sense when you really like study the law and look at the coaches. Stubborn, inflexible, selfish. You could both feel like you're inflexible. I don't know. Then I have controversy, drama, scandal, truth coming out, toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. Oh, okay, Aquarius. I mean, look, again, there's another version of this, or you might decide that you want to let it go. Look, death card means either endings or transformations. Nothing to change but self, Aquarius, and I'm not victim shaming or blaming, okay? I'm telling this for the people that want to turn this round. For others of you, you're done and you want to move on, and that's totally fine as well. And for others of you, this just is not your reading, okay? Let's have a look. Passion. You do have chemistry with this person. We've got release your ex. I said to you, some of you, it's just toxic exes, and it's also old stories that are now regurgitating all the time, okay? It's like this mirror is like triggering an old story, and so you can change that. Yeah, or you just want to release this person, that's fine, but you should deal with the story that's being shown to you, like why has this shown up? If there is like a belief that it's hitting on about you, and how you see yourself in relation to the people you love and all of that. But it says this could be the one, an attraction, and then free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life with forgiving and learning, and then pay attention to the red flags. Red flags, guys, is like law of assumption. So if we don't change, if we don't forgive and release the past, whether it's in this situation or the past, which has had us selecting certain versions of people that show up in a certain way, then everything moving forward is red flags. You understand, you're operating from an assumption, so you continue to have the same repeat experiences. A trigger is just because there is a meaning, like there's a belief, and so the outside is appearing to confirm past experiences. It's like you're anticipating, and then that's exactly how things crystallize, right? So you're on a timeline, and that's what you get. Your assumptions are mirrored back to you. I hope that makes sense, guys. So free yourself. So you don't need to control the outside. You may want to let go of this. That's fine, Aquarius, but take back control of your life is taking back control of your beliefs and your assumptions about self, and selecting differently, manifesting differently in this situation or outside of it, okay? Controlling your own thoughts. Okay, sorry, Aquarius, that was really intense, and I hope that it resonated for you, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I'll either way check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.